AUTOONE jump starter. They sent out a couple, M6 and their MC5. This one has the air compressor. So both of these are listed at 10 amp spec. So on their listing, they look to be very comparable. The main difference being this one having the air compressor, obviously. Looking on the back of the box, looks like their M6 version, 88.8 watt hours, USB-A output, QC 3.0, USB-A output, 5 volt, 2.4 amp, start voltage, 12 volt, USB-C in and out. Pretty comparable to this one. However, this has a slightly lower capacity, 74 watt hour. The USB-C in and out is PD 60 watt. So this one looks like it's going to be a little bit faster charging, which is good to note, especially if you're using this as like a battery backup. Start voltage 12 volt, inflation pressure range 150 psi max, air pressure sensor accuracy plus minus 1 psi. Obviously those specs are specific to this one with the air compressor. My thought was, one, wanted to see what their top of the line version offered, and then to see if there was much difference between the air compressor one and not. In my truck I already have an air compressor I drive around with on the regular. So my thought was I'd put just the battery version here in my truck, and then this one in my wife's car, which currently I don't actually have an air compressor in. So to kind of get this all in one unit would be pretty cool. All right, so let's start with this one here. Comes with a nice little case. This is I don't want to say hard shell, but it is formed. Quick guide, some operation instructions, some troubleshooting stuff, good to know. Packing list to let you know what should be inside here, as well as some technical specs and layout of the product itself. Warnings and warranty information as well. Offers a 24-month warranty and a support email that you can contact directly. I do like the thoughtful packaging in the sense, like I said, this is kind of a formed exterior. I mean, it can take a little bit of an impact, but additionally they have this foam insert here, which is kind of contoured to the unit itself. So I'm sure that's providing some extra cushion. Good to know with these batteries that don't like taking blunt force. Very shiny. Looks like there is a little cover here, but as you can see, so up here, listing charge discharge, there's a rubber cover. It slips off here. Here's the DC, USB-A, USB-C, in out for the USB-C is 30 watt, output 1, QC 3.0, that's going to be the blue labeled one here, and then output 2, 5 volt, 2.4 amp, the secondary one there, then your DC output right there. I did notice in the directions it did say to charge this up first, but a quick look around it. Power button, it's got a little rubber cover here that does have this retention strap on it too, that's rubber. And then obviously here you can see also got the light, which is turned on by this corner button here. But yeah, this is here where you would plug it in on the side. They do have, you can see it here, kind of trickier to see, but this here has got a kind of a flat bottom, so clearly indicated on this plug here. So make it very difficult to plug these in the wrong spot. Not to say impossible, because I'm sure somebody can find a way. USB-A to USB-C, and this is about, what do we think, a 36 inch? Yeah, about 31. Then they also have, this one here is a USB-C to USB-C. So something to note, if you are not utilizing a USB-C compatible device and you're hoping to charge it up here with this, keep that in mind. You might need to provide your own charging cable for that. Like I still have an older model iPhone that uses the lightning cable, so if I wanted to charge my phone, I'd have to provide my own. All right, so that's the AUTOONE M6 version here. Right. Let's do the MC5. So, similar exterior casing. You can see it's substantially taller relative to the other. So if footprint is a factor that you're taking into consideration, something to keep in mind. All right, on this side, it's got a nice little zip netted section here. Quick guide. So this one does provide, it's got the USB-A to USB-C, USB-C to USB-C, just like the other one. And as well like the other one, positive and negative cables here. And additionally, air compressor accessories. Closer look, that's what was in there. this side. So this one, going around it, a little bit different setup, but generally very similar. So on the front face, we do have the light button, which I'm noticing the light is significantly smaller, which might not be a huge deal, but just one of the differences. You can see the light is far more substantial on this guy. Maybe not a big deal, but something to consider. On this one, looks like it's just on the top side here. There's the USB-A, the USB-C. So you do have one less port, it looks like. And here's the breakdown. USB-C is 60 watt, where the other was 30. This one just has the 5 volt, 2.4 amp. This one has a little handle with a little rubber grip here for a nice, confident grip. So something to note there, but here's where you hook up your positive and negative leads. Then on the front, the power, plus minus, I'm assuming is for the air compressor. I'm not sure what the M is. Let's have a look though. So, in referencing the quick guide, there's different modes for this one. They have a car mode, motorcycle mode, bicycle mode, ball mode, or custom mode. Custom mode, the factory default preset pressure value is 36 psi. The preset pressure can be adjusted freely before operation. Values can be memorized. Adjustable range, 3 to 150 psi. But yeah, that's what the mode button does. And then it's got a chart on the inside here with ranges on psi. Then, oh yeah, of course up here, this is where you can insert the inflation tube. So that's on there like that. But yeah, let's get these charged up. Let's see what they look like when they're powered up. So here with this model, you can see that it has a light status for the state of charge. Obviously all the lights solid would indicate it's full. I'm just using the USB-C to charge this guy up. Also using a USB-C, this isn't the cord that it came with, but you can see on this one there's a screen, so the state of charge is indicated on that animation. I did charge it overnight. I'm not sure exactly how long it took to fully charge, but a little bit. Here I'm demonstrating that these guys, although one of them does appear to charge this laptop, this is a 60 watt power delivery, so it's gonna probably be the bare minimum to keep this thing going if it is even really charging. However, both of them are sufficient enough to charge a smaller device. I'd say a cell phone is very manageable for either one of these devices. Obviously, the one with the 60 watt power delivery is going to charge a bit faster though. With the lighting functions, there's different functions on each of these. Now, this one here is the bigger light bar on there. It's got a solid light, the strobing light, which is a very rapid pattern. And then if you press the light button one more time, it actually has an SOS light strobing feature here, you can see. This one has similar features. It is a smaller light bar. So this is just the regular flashlight. Pressing it again, you can see the strobing light, which is a little bit more of a pause between the flashing lights. And then this red light here, which this is the one that will do the SOS. And I wanted to just demonstrate the air compressor on this one, so I let some air out of my tire. Hooked it up. You can see the default setting on the bottom was 36 psi. Just using the plus and minus buttons on the front of this, you can select the psi that you want. Once you hook it up, you hit the power button, and it will begin inflating. The top number is your current PSI. So obviously as it inflates, that number should go up. I left this part of the video unedited just so you can kind of get an idea of how long it was taking for this to inflate. I will say that just doing these few pounds was enough to start to get the hose actually kind of warm, pretty hot actually to touch. So just keep that in mind. You might need to do some breaks if you are critically low. Once you do hit your target PSI, it does have an auto shut off feature, which is nice. All right guys, so that's the unboxing and quick walkthrough on the AUTOONE M6 and the AUTOONE MC5 with air compressor. I'll leave links below in the description if you guys are interested in picking one up yourself. I also got a promo code. If you use this code here on the screen on their website, you can get either these or, I don't know, something else that AUTOONE's offering you might be interested in. But otherwise, let me know if you guys have any questions or comments below. See you guys in the next video.